And if anybody's interested in the Newcastle store, yes, if you want, anybody, put your hand up if you're watching it and catch up later and you want me to keep my trap shut. Okay, I'll tell you all then. It's 0-0. 0-0. Right, welcome back everybody, welcome back to part 2 of 3. Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we'll have a little break later while we do some voting as well. Just one small announcement before we get started. We are already on Facebook Live this evening, so can we request that people are not filming on their own phones, not taking photos with flashes or on their own phones. It's very distracting. So from now on, can we have phones away? Just enjoy the show. Watch it through your own eyes, not through your phone. That would be lovely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I told you we wouldn't forget about him. So let's start this next section of our show by returning to our pointless friend, Mr. Muggeridge.
Thank you. I've got a few graphs to go through. So the first song that was performed was by Michael Jackson. And I hope you were paying attention to the lyrics because I'm going to be testing you on them now. There were some suggestions by Mr. Jackson for the behaviour that you should exhibit. And if we just look there, the main point I think of the song was that one should beat it. If we could move on to the next graph, please. Now the group song, of course, was originally by Bill Withers. And he also gave some suggestions of who to lean on in times of trouble. It was George Formby, of course, who was leaning on a lamp. I looked up Major Lazer and DJ Snake. It is a real thing. I don't understand it myself, but obviously me was the correct answer for who Bill Withers wanted you to lean on. And Miss Wilson did the song Proud Mary. Now, Proud Mary is a shit, and I actually learned something about this song. If we show the activities that people did, there's a line in there that pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans. Now, I thought it was pain as in ow, but it turns out when I looked into it in detail, it was actually propane, which of course is a hydrocarbon gas that's used. I think it's got 3 carbon atoms, 8 hydrogen atoms, if I remember my chemistry correctly. Then the Backstreet Boys had a preference for which way. Now Frank Sinatra wanted to do it my way, and so on. Blondie one way or another, and of course it was that way that they wanted to do it. So hopefully this is being educational for you and informative. Miss Smith did George Michael's Communication. He's the tenor of the volume that he used, so it wasn't a nondescript yell or an offhand call or a considerate holler. It was, of course, a careless whisper. If we move on to the next graph. Now, I couldn't really create a graph for Mr. Merrington's song, but there were certain areas for improvement for Mr. Merrington, and the lady that he was singing about floated like a feather. The consistency of the skin induced tears. I suggest some sort of antihistamine would sort that out. And Mr. Merrington's, well, weirdo, creepy. He doesn't have much self-esteem, obviously. And Miss Lawrence, of course, who we finished with, she was constantly saying how the birds and so on in the sky. It turns out that these are all the people that know what her current mental state is. Other people is very slim. She doesn't tell other people. It's just the sun in the sky and river running free. And I hope that's been informative for you. I hope it's helped out.
Thank you, Mr. Muggeridge, our pointless friend. The long winter nights must just fly by in your house. But that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Can we have more? No, we're joking. We're joking.
There are more later. Just in case anyone's wondering, there are more later. Right, to kick off the singing in this bit of the show, we actually have one of our judges that's going to... No, not you, Mr. Chapman, you're not singing. You can go. One of our judges is going to perform for us this evening, and we alluded to it at the beginning. She won a competition last year, and she actually got to sing at the Metro Radio Arena with such stars as John Legend, James Arthur, Ollie Murs, and Craig David. Do you know who any of those people are?
No.
Okay, they're good. They're pretty good. So this evening, can you put a warm hand together for Danielle Brown?
The man is all mad, mean and good looking, and he's got pain in his eyes. When he looks at me, I go weak at the knees. Gets me going like the other guy. He's a big man, handsome man, yeah. He's got me in the palm of his hand. He's my devil divine. I'm so glad that he's mine. He's my big man. Oh, the music he plays, the way he moves and sways, rocks me to the bone. The way he sings in my ear, he makes me shiver and leaves me wanting more and more. He's my big man, handsome man, yeah. He's got me in the palm of his hand. He's my devil divine. I'm so glad that he's mine, 'cause he's my big man. With his broken good looks, yeah, he's got me hooked. Got me where he wants me to be. With his arms open wide, he pulls me in by his side. He's the kind that does it for me. He's my big man, handsome man, yeah. He's got me in the palm of his hand. He's my devil divine. I'm so glad that he's mine, 'cause he's my big man. If you would like to follow me on my Facebook page, which is Danielle Brown Music. I would also like to thank Set Beats for inviting me back for this wonderful evening, and also to say good luck to everyone on the World Challenge and to all the acts who have performed tonight. We've seen some great talent, and I really look forward to the second half.
Thank you, Danielle. I think the judges' scores are in, Danielle, if you want to wait. Just joking. Okay, I think we've got some more turns.
Yeah, who's up next?
I'll wait till I can get some light and I'll tell you. Okay, another group, we've got a girl band now. Yes, steady boys, steady. No, I really mean steady. This group go by the name of All Spice.
All Spice.
Not to be mistaken with Old Spice. A really bad aftershave for you young ones. Even worse than... What do they call that underwear? I can't remember. Lynx. That's the one. Thank you. This is a group of ladies from school, ranging in age. But all at the peak of their game. Absolutely at the peak of their game. Anyway, Shall we watch them in? Yeah, let's.
Welcome, Spice Girls.
Hi.
How are you doing? So, why did we decide to take part in the X Factor?
Well, just for a good cause.
Raise a bit of money,
Yeah,
have a lot of fun.
How did you decide on your song choice?
Well, it's an upbeat song, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one people might join
In. The audience can
We're looking
sing
for
along
some
too.
audience
Yes,
participation.
participation.
Why should the audience vote for you? Look at the talent rolling out. Who do you think is going to be your biggest competition in the show?
Armstrong C.
Ladies and gentlemen, Allspice!
But you don't even know me. You take an inch, I run a mile, and when you're always right behind me, and you know that you can go and find some other, take or leave it or just don't even bother. Caught in a phrase, it's just a phase, always be around forever. You know it's going too fast, so take a heart, you know it won't last. But you know I can't. Always down, take the time, so you know it's where you go.
my days of I've seen it. That leopard skin, Mrs. McElderry. That Union Jack, that flag. Oh, this is, judges. Mrs. Rath.
Let's get some feedback from the judges. Danielle, do you want to start us off?
I thought that was great. Like, I really liked the choreography. There's a lot of hard work that's obviously gone into that. Great coordination, if I can speak. Yeah, your vocal was pretty, those harmonies. And you've got a great image. I think you look like superstars. So yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it.
Love the outfits. Right, Andy?
I thought it was good. It was good fun. Good number. I love the costumes. Especially like the Princess Leia costume. I thought that was really good. And the leopard pyjamas. It's a good choice too. Really good. But it was a good fun number. Really good. Well done.
Yeah, I thought it was great vocally. It was really good. You just looked like the complete package. Great choreography. Great performance.
Well, Spice Girls are my second favourite band. Yeah. My favourite.
After? Who's your first favourite?
Everybody else.
Okay.
And that includes you guys as well, because I thought it was just great fun. It was fantastic fun to watch. It was good to listen to. Your dancing, your dance routine was good. It was great fun. Fantastic. Well done.
Okay, thanks, coaches. Well, how do you feel, ladies? How do you feel?
Yes, enjoyed it. It was good fun. Yeah, we're just aiming to have fun. That's the whole point, yeah.
Oh, you definitely had fun. You definitely had fun. What did you think of the judges' comments?
Well, for someone that just sings into a shower head, I'm pretty damn pleased with those comments.
Yes, absolutely. Are the judges' scores ready?
Are we ready with the scores, judges? Andy, we'll start with you. 8! What an excellent start. Danielle? 7. Andy? 7 again. And finally Cameron. 8? Wow! 30 altogether?
30.
30. Mr. Moggridge, where does that put them? Take your time.
On page 2 by the looks of it.
Second in Right, let's give it up for the Spice Girls.
Thank you.
Well, that was now for the boots.
Wasn't expecting that.
No, definitely not. Who's top at the minute, Mr. Moggridge? Mrs. Lawrence is top,
Mrs. Lawrence is top.
and then there's Allspice behind.
Yes.
But the audience can change that, later, because
Oh,
they
good.
get
I mean,
their
not
say as
can they?
well. Right, shall we introduce our next act?
What do you?
I think a lot of the audience have been waiting for this one. Next up this evening, if I've got this in the right order, we have Armstrong C. This is her debut performance, so how word has got out about how good she is, I'm not entirely sure. She was telling us earlier she did a football scholarship in America for a year, and that's where she learned to ramp.
Your man.
Possibly a little bit more technical than that. Let's not try. Let's watch a rehearsal video.
Welcome, Armstrong C. Hello. How are you doing? All good? Good. Expected? Yes. What made you decide to take part in this? Just for a bit of fun, I think. Started out as a bit of a laugh on Facebook and then just decided to go for it, so I guess that's it. Have you got your outfit sorted for the night? Yes, all sorted, already in the closet, didn't have to go out and buy anything. Got the hat, the shades, got everything sorted, yeah. Why should the audience vote for you? I think just I'm a bit of fun, we all know X Factor's not really a singing competition, is it? So we sit there and suddenly not running up a half bill, nothing less dressed and nail, ladies dressed to kill. Every time the ladies pass, they be like, I will, they'll meet all ages and races, real sweet faces, every different nation, Spanish, Asian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban or Asian. I only came for 2 days to play, but every time I come I always wind up staying. This is the type of town I can spend a few days in Miami, the city that keeps the roof blazing. Party in the city when the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. How's your Spanish? Hello, the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. We're going to Miami. What do you think your biggest competition is going to be in the... I'm not sure there is any competition in English. Outright winner, to be honest. No, I've heard the Spice Girls have got a little cheeky number going on there. Little Jessie, you too. Yeah, I don't think the boy band haven't got much like, it's a bit like One Direction's granddad, isn't it? So, well, we can work with it.
Give it up for something a little bit different this evening.
Collaborate and listen. All the time with a brand new mention. Something grabs a hold
just in the interest of keeping things moving along, we're just going to ask 3 judges this time, and then we'll ask another 3 the next time. So we'll start with Andy.
I think we found a new level of cool. That was ice cold, excellent. Really good, enjoyed it. Got into the role, it was really good, and I think I'm going to give you 10 just for saying X Factor wasn't a singing competition.
Well, I think you can tell how good that was just from the audience's reaction. You interacted with them great, and it's just an amazing performance. Well done.
Thank you, and Andy.
I've never been a fan of rap, but I am now. Absolutely fantastic. You know how we were in the crowd.
It's your lifelong dream to be a rapper. Is it time to give up the PE teaching and go off and crack America?
Yeah, I think it might be actually. But, don't mind hitting Florida, maybe?
We buy your records.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Shall we go to some scores from the judges?
Let's do it.
Yes, indeed. Let's have the scores from the judges, please. Starting with Andy on the end. 10. And 9. Andy. Aaron. Another 10. Oh, gee, 9.
That puts you right on top of the leaderboard. Are you happy with that?
Over the moon. Thank you very much, audience, for your participation.
By the sounds of it, you'll be getting a lot of votes out there this evening as well.
I think so.
Sounded like a little bit of a threat. Thank you very much. Give it up once again for our
Just incidentally, I've just been told the Facebook feed has gone wild with that. I bet it has. Who's up next? Oh, it's me. It's the next act up is somebody I actually share an office with this person, and they are constantly singing.
Annoyingly so.
Oh, absolutely. All day long from morning and dusk. Beauty and the Beast it's been this week. Oh, tale as old as time.
Please don't sing.
I'll not sing, okay. I promise I'll not sing. Miss Moscow, she's a strange breed, and I do mean this. She's a Welsh Liverpudlian or a Liverpudlian taff. One of those two things.
Depending which day of the week it is.
It's exactly which day of the week. She is an accomplished star of stage and screen. She recently played the witch, not typecasting, the witch in The Wizard of Oz, complete with full green face. This is true. Shall we watch the VT?
Let's
One
do
beat.
Welcome, Miss Roscoe.
Thanks very much.
How are we doing?
I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
Good, very good,
Very
very good.
excited, very excited.
X Factor preparations.
Yeah.
What made you decide to get involved?
Well, if I'm honest, I'm quite a quiet, reserved person in the school, and you know, people see me as a history teacher, and that's great, but I've got talent beneath the surface. And I just
Put it out
thought,
there.
yeah, can I just say thanks very much for giving me the opportunity?
It's
I'll get the
all about,
opportunity. Yeah,
just shine.
I just want to shine. I just want to shine. Thanks.
So we're in for a good night.
Oh, I hope so. That's the
Have you got your outfit sorted?
Yeah, I do. I wondered about X Factor, and then I was thinking, what about stars in their eyes? And I thought I might integrate the two. Yeah.
Is there going to be a wig? Is there props?
There could be a wig.
There could be a wig.
There could be some props. That's all I'm saying.
Who do you think your biggest competition is going to be?
Well, it's a quality lineup tonight, so you know, £3 or £5 a ticket, bargain. And I will say there's a lot of competition, but if I'm honest, I do believe there's a 90s girl group on tonight. I'm concerned. I think they could be the ones. Yeah, I do.
Anyway, we're looking forward to your performance.
Me too.
I'm sure the audience will enjoy it and vote for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Enjoy, everyone.
Give it up for Miss Roscoe!
Right, we'll go with 3 judges again, just in the interest of keeping things moving. Cameron, we'll start with you. What did you think of our very own Amy Wine?
Well, I thought that was really great. Great vocals, the stage presence was awesome. Really great performance.
Andy?
I think that could be my favourite one tonight. I was really, really good. Great, 110%, great vocals, great to watch, great to listen to, well done.
And finally, Danielle?
I love you, Miss Pascal. No, honestly, that was actually really great. I love the outfit. I love Amy Winehouse anyway, but great. I thought the vocals were fantastic. The stage presence was really good as well, and it's my favourite one of the night. So
How do you feel?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's so much fun. So much fun. Anyone that wants to get involved in this, do it. It's so much fun. Thank you so much, judges. Thank you.
Well done, Miss Roscoe. Are the judges ready with their scores?
Judges, are we ready with our scores? Let's go with Andy first of all then. 10 for Andy. Danielle. And another 10 for Danielle. Andy. 10 or 9. Oh, you changed it the last minute there. You have 29 so far. And the last one. And another 10. There is a tie at the top. It's Miss Roscoe and Armstrong C tied for top place with 39 points at the minute, which means the audience's votes
will make the difference.
Massive difference. Well done, Miss Roscoe.
We can do it, everyone. We can do it. Get your phones out. Get your phones out. Get ready. Thanks very much.
There's still another act.
Please,
don't get your phone
try.
out yet.
I have to share an office with this woman tomorrow. It'll be unbearable if she wins. Sorry. Thanks, Miss Roscoe.
was thinking, we'll keep coming back to this. Bless him, he's been waiting in the wings all evening, and it's really hard waiting out there and getting yourself nervous, but we know he's going to be brilliant. Next up, we've got Mr. Beaufort Jones. Do you know what? This is not Mr. Beaufort Jones's first taste of fame. He was on Eggheads once upon a time. I believe that episode can be found if you do a little search for it. He's also one of our leaders going on World Challenge this year, so I think he was probably coaxed into it, but he deserves a massive round of applause, along with Miss Cannell, Miss Purvis and Mr. Swales, who are the 4 teachers who are taking our team this year. So give them a massive round of applause. Let's watch his rehearsal video. Last one of the night.
Welcome, Mr. Beaufort Jones.
Hello. Thank you.
What made you decide to get involved with the X Factor?
Well, the first thing was, it was obviously my destiny to be a rock star, so I thought I'd take that one up. But secondly, of course, to help World Challenge and help raise money for students to have the opportunity to go to a really poor country in Africa and help out the local community. Competition-wise, I heard Justin Timberlake pulled out last minute. So apart from that, I'd probably say Mrs. Lawrence and Miss Roscoe sounded very good in rehearsals. Backstreet Boys, I'm not too sure about. We'll see.
Free reservation. Yeah. Have you got your outfit sorted for the night?
My outfit's actually still in cyberspace, and I've been at them. I'm not going to name who, Magic Box, but I do have these glasses, which is why I'm wearing them today.
Okay, so you may have to make your own costume at the last minute.
I might have to, yeah.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me?
The audience should vote for me tonight. Because number 1, I'm making an idiot out of myself. Number 2, I might not have any fancy dress. And number 3, it's been my ambition to be a rock star since being about 5 months old. Yeah, I just want to go back on that comment. Thank you. They did the job, and they had this outfit, and I was like, it's fantastic. I saw a better one, but it's smaller, and I didn't not good. So. Hey Jude.
Go
Jones. What a way to finish our evening. Should we go straight to the judges for some comments, let you get your breath back?
Let's.
Okay, Mr. Chapman, are you there with the judges?
Oh, indeed, I'm here. Andy, you're first.
I'm speechless. It was a performance. It was a fantastic performance to finish off the night. You couldn't have picked a better song to finish off the night. We were talking earlier on, you were saying how nervous you are, and I would be coming out in my pyjamas. But I think you did absolutely fantastic and incredible. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.
Obviously it's Easter and let's get in the Easter spirit, shall we?
Danielle, you do a jazz version of this?
No, but I'm sure I can find one. So head over to my page on Facebook, I might upload a cover. No, honestly, that was great. I keep on saying great. No, that was fantastic. You had me out of my seat. Everyone else was standing and getting really into the song, singing along. So yeah, hey Jude.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danielle. And Andy.
Well, I think if John Lennon was still alive, I think he would.
But he's not.
Like it a bit. I was more concerned about the moustache coming off. Actually, I got quite worried about that.
I was more concerned about
Is it still there? No, it was a really good. It's a great song. Great. I agree with Andy. It's a great song to finish the night with. Well done.
I just wanted to say, Mrs. Matt, according to our techno wannabes at the back there, that the book face is going wild with this. The book face has gone wild.
I do think the hands has been going wild all evening.
It's nice to know some people in China care. Thank you.
Do you think you've lived out your dream this evening, Mr. Beaufort Jones? Have you made it?
Yeah, I think I rocked it a bit too hard in the end, especially with flip-flops that I haven't worn in years. But, you know, £2.99, they go a long way.
Shall we go to the judges for some scores?
Let's
indeed. Cameron, you can go first. 10. Thank you. Andy. Andy on the end. 10. Well done. Danielle. 10. Thank you, judges.
39. We have a three-way tie at the top. It's between Armstrong C, Mrs. Lawrence, and Mr. Beaufort Jones. And it's all going to go down to the wall.
It is. I must say, close up, these trousers are something else. They are something else.
The Rishi Keshira, list number bridge 1968. We're talking about it earlier. Thank you.
Are they vintage?
I don't know. As vintage as 1599 goes, I don't know.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Beaufort Jones.
Thank you.
Right, now is the